Hello, my name is Adrian. Welcome to another video in the series about SQL basics. We already know simple subqueries, which return a single value. We talked about them in the previous video. This time, we are going to tackle slightly more advanced examples, where a subquery returns more than one value. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, we'll take a look at the two tables you can now see on the screen. The first one is named University and presents some of the world's top universities. For each university, we can see the name, rank, and city ID. Now the second table is named City. In this table, we can find the ID of each city alongside its name and country. Naturally, the IDs in the column City ID in the table University correspond to the IDs from the table City. Before we get to subqueries with multiple results, we'll first introduce a new SQL operator, which is in. In is an operator which allows us to provide more than one value for a column in the where clause. For instance, if we want to find all cities in the US and UK at the same time, we could use the following query. Select star from city where country in USA, UK. Look how we used the in operator, followed by a pair of brackets. Inside, we provide all the values we are looking for, separated with commas. This query will find all information about cities in the USA and in the UK at the same time. Naturally, we can provide as many values inside the brackets of the in operator as we only want. Alright, that was the in operator. Now let's say we want to find all universities which are located in the UK. The table University has no information about the country. We only have city IDs. Normally, we would first write a query for the city table which lists the IDs of cities in the UK, as you can see on the screen now. Then, we would use the city IDs with the in operator to query the university table. Again, you can see the query on the screen right now. Finally, if we run the second query, we can see the resulting set with all the universities we were looking for. This method worked fine. However, we don't like writing two separate queries, so we'll use a subquery with the in operator to show everything in a single instruction. First, we'll take the second query from the last example. This query shows all information about universities with city IDs 3 or 4. Now, instead of the hard-coded values 3 and 4, we'll add a subquery inside the brackets that follow the in operator. Note that this is the same query we used in the previous example to find the IDs of cities in the UK. If we now run the query, we'll get the same resulting set as previously. This time, however, we didn't have to write two separate queries. That's how subqueries work with multiple results. Let's write one more query of this kind. This time, we want to find all cities which have universities that are within the top 100 universities in the world. We'll start by selecting all information for the cities with a specific city ID. So, we'll start with the following. Select star from city where city ID. Now, because we expect more than one city ID, we will not use the equal sign. Instead, we'll use the in operator with a pair of brackets. This way, we can accept more than one city ID in the where clause. Remember about a semicolon after the brackets to finish the query. Finally, all that's left is to write a subquery within the brackets. We need to find all city IDs for universities whose rank is less than or equal to 100. So, we'll write the following. Select city ID from university where rank less than or equal to 100. That's it! If we now run the query, we'll see the list of cities which have universities from the top 100. That's all for today. You should now know how to write subqueries which return multiple values. In future videos, we'll talk about other types of subqueries. If you liked the video, leave a comment or a thumbs up. See you next time and let's learn SQL together.